Hi everybody, welcome back to DayZ. It is Boxing Day here on the UK, the 26th of December 2023, the day after Christmas Day. So I hope everybody who celebrated it had a great Christmas with friends and family. I thought we'd have a bit of fun with this video, a little bit of speculation about what's coming in 2024. Now, you may well or may well not have seen the happy 10th anniversary DayZ video that came out a few days ago. I'll put a link to it in the description below this video. And at the end of this video, there is this rather fascinating part where we get to see the King in Yellow on a runway somewhere. And it appears to be snowing on this runway. And in fact, he catches what appears to be a snowflake in his hand. And of course, you can imagine everybody to do with DayZ on YouTube, including myself, immediately jumped on the hype train. They're like, oh, there's a new winter map coming. And that might be, like a winter version of Chernarus or a complete new map as well. Also, what we had from Adam, the lead dev at DayZ, he put out his tweet about the anniversary video. And in it, he referred to exciting times ahead with a snowflake after it, and then a little a smirking face. I was going to say a winky face, a smirky face. So kind of pointing towards the fact that this is going to be something to do with snow. However, some very clever people out there realise that with airfields, the way that they're numbered is to do with the angle that they are. So an airfield that has a number of 35 at one end means that that angle is 350 degrees. So they take the 0 away. So it'll be 350, it'll have 35 at one end, and at the other end it'll be 360, take 350, which is 10. So it'll be 10. So from one angle it's runway 10, from one angle it's runway 350. And I guess this is so that pilots know, as they're approaching an airfield and they're told, come in at runway 21, that means it's an angle of 210 degrees as they're coming in. But have a look at this. Look, here we go. So here we have runway 35, and here we have the bars. And then if we go back to the stills of the video, you can see here we have runway 35, and then we have those lines there. And wouldn't you know, this is an Armour 3 map, a vanilla one. But this, my friends, this is Tanoa. Now, Tanoa, I think, came with the Apex expansion of Armour 3, the Apex DLC, and it's actually set in the South Pacific. So this poses a number of interesting questions, because if it's set in the South Pacific, the South Pacific isn't really known for snow. So, but it is number 35, so we know the runway's going in the right direction. But what Tanoa does have is it has a volcano. Here we go. Look at this bad boy. So maybe, and some people have pointed out this as well, maybe that wasn't snow that we saw that was coming down. Maybe it could be volcanic ash. And this volcano that looks pretty extinct here comes to life. And instead of snow that's coming down, we're getting volcanic ash. So maybe that's an option as well. Obviously, it could be the fact that they reskin the island to a more sort of northern or far southern area. I guess it's more likely to be more northern, isn't it, with DayZ? Because none of the DayZ stuff we've really come across so far has, with Chernarus and Livonia, it's all been Eastern European, hasn't it? Maybe they'll reskin it so it's got Eastern European trees and Eastern European buildings, and they'll make it a snow map, maybe like that. However, there's some things about Tanoa that make me think this won't be great for DayZ. Mainly the fact that, as you can see here, it's made up of really sort of 5 islands. And at the moment in vanilla DayZ anyway, apart from swimming, there's no way of getting from one landmass to another easily. You can't make boats, can you? You can't fly. And I've got a kind of question. I guess they could put in some big bridges, couldn't they? I've got a kind of question: would they do something like this, where they would use this particular map because of of the lack of boats? Unless, of course, they brought boats into the game. How cool would that be? Then you could have something like that. So they could take the general asset of Tanoa, reskin it to be Eastern European. and then proceed to release it as an official map, and that would be very, very exciting indeed. It's a fair size map. It's not as big as Chernarus, but it has lots of verticality to it, lots of trees, as you can see here. And to be honest, I don't think it would take, if we go in close, yeah, I mean, it's obviously like more jungly, and more dense and lush vegetation than we're used to with Chernarus and Livonia. But maybe it wouldn't take too much to give it an Eastern European feel, or just to kind of make it snowy, because people have made snow versions of Tanoa. I haven't found the particular mod that does do it, otherwise I'd have loaded it up. But I've seen videos of a snowy version of Tanoa, and if we come down to the kind of buildings that we have here, we can see they're kind of I guess that they are kind of Pacific-y, aren't they? Because you've got the verandas on the front where people would be, in the hot evenings would be sitting outside, wouldn't they? But we do know that DayZ has a fairly small development team. It's a handful of people. And especially working on a map, it would only be a handful of people. So there would be a high likelihood that they would try and use an existing asset that was owned by Bohemia Interactive. That's kind of the thing about why we think that Namelsk isn't coming to official DayZ, because it's owned by Adam, funnily enough. Now, what I would really like to see, if you ask me, what would I really like to see? I mean, a Winter Tanoa, yeah, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Do I really think it's going to be a Winter Tanoa? I've got my doubts. I would really like to see a Winter Chernarus and or a Winter Livonia, because I think if you reskin and retexture Chernarus, I think that's probably a big chunk of doing Livonia as well, in terms of like the trees and the houses and things like that. There's lots of shared assets between the two maps, isn't it? I would really, really like to see Namelsk come over to DayZ official. But funnily enough, I would just like to have Namelsk without the science fiction stuff as well. I don't think you need to go to the other dimension, that go across galaxies and teleport. I don't think we need that in official DayZ. But anyway, whether it is any of this stuff, we're going to find out in a few months, aren't we? In 2024, it's all very, very exciting indeed, and I bet we're going to be seeing lots more Easter eggs and hints and tips from the devs over the following few months to get us all our appetites whetted for what is to come. So anyway, that's enough from me. What do you think? Is it going to be Winter Tanoa? Is it going to be a Volcanic Tanoa? Is it going to be Winter Chernarus? Is it going to be Winter Livonia? Is it going to be a completely new map that they worked on from scratch? Or is it going to be one of the other Armour 3 or Armour 2 maps? Or could it even be not an official Bohemia Interactive map, but they've bought in a map from say a mod or something? Put your questions and comments down below. Hope everybody's looking forward to 2024. I know I am very, very excited about 2024 for DayZ and lots of other video games too. And anyway, so there we go. So Merry Christmas everybody, Happy New Year. If you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more, same, press subscribe, and of course I'll see you again soon.